friends. I'm not even cute tonight, so it's one of those days. Actually, I had a little meltdown this morning. Our plumbing situation has just been a nightmare lately. We had our septic tank flushed on the 9th. I'm gonna wait to story time actually to give people a couple minutes to talk on, because this is worth talking about. Drop 1 if you're watching the live, a 2 if you're watching the replay. Who's gonna be on here first? Collagen for hair growth, for elasticity in our skin, and to help with our joints and cellulite. What a day. I am so grateful it is Friday. Focusing on the good. Some weeks just feel a little more chaotic than others, and this week kids started getting icky and snotty and not feeling good and different things. It's been a weird week. Anybody else have a weird week? But it's the freaking weekend, baby, gonna have me so fun. All right, Beautiful You has my code, and a subscription gets you 25% off site-wide. Plus, they have $10 off any order. So it gets you a really good discount. It makes Trim Fit $41. It makes Collagen, I believe, about the same. Like, so if you've ever wanted to try it, then now's a good time. Yes, if you go to CourtneySwan.com, I have a Pink Lily link. This is technically a Pink Lily sweatshirt, and this is the cutest skirt. I was taking a shower, and all of a sudden sewage backed up. Then our toilet started overflowing. Then this little guy here started overflowing. There was just stuff all in the bathroom. That's how the day started. This also happened yesterday, so we'd already had a plumber to come out. The plumber was like, your septic tank is full. We just drained our septic tank on the 9th. I'm like, there's no way it's full. He's like, it's full. All your pool stuff is leaking. The rainwater's leaking. Your septic isn't big enough. That's the problem. So we have a septic guy come out, pump our tank again. The guy's like, it was full. Got it. Have no idea if it was actually full. You can't like actually see it. Then I come in. Adam booked me a surprise massage today, which was just so romantic. It's so cute. And I didn't know I was gonna have like an icky first part of the day, but it was just something very nice. And so the guy does like this coffee scrub all over, and then he was like, you have to shower and then come back for the rest of your massage. I'm on a live, just saw him walk around shirtless. He's in such good shape right now, so cute. If he comes back, I'll move out of the way. He looks adorable. Anyways, so I go to shower, just bubbling up. This is after the septic tank has already been drained. So at this point, I'm like, there's no way this is a septic tank problem, because my septic tank is legit empty right now. The guy just left. So now we're getting a new plumber, a new guy to come out and to test everything, because it's obviously not the issue, but it made the biggest mess. I don't know if you've ever just had to deal with poop before, or like flooding in your home. It's just like not a good way to start your day. Anyways, literally, I was like, Lord, like, give the new plumber wisdom to help know what the problem is. The guy who left today was like, you need to replace your septic tank. It's too small, and you need to take all this out. $15,000. He said the problem was, and that's what we needed to do. And then he left, and it's still overflowing. Anyways, I didn't link this because I was like, I look so grouchy. So that's how I ended up in this outfit. This outfit was on a rack in my office, which is where I got the massage. So I was like, after the massage, I needed something to throw on. And this is how we got this outfit, which if I wore little black boots with it, it actually might not be awful. But CourtneySwan.com, Pink Lily has a big sale going on, and there's a discount code. So I'm wearing a size, I believe, large, I'll tell you. Can you see? Large. And then the skirt is just so cute. I'll style this really cute one day this week. I just haven't done it. Oh, you had no water for a minute? Ooh, that's also the worst. It doesn't matter. The weekend's here, and it's gonna be a good weekend. And after I had my little crying meltdown, between that, also lately I had just felt like kind of defeated, like in my job. I don't know. And just that you see everybody else like making all these great either pieces of content or feeling like, was I once good at this and I'm not as much anymore. I've been like really in my head lately just about feeling like what my place is here online. I love what I do. I really do. I love what I do. But I just don't feel like I'm like being able to keep up with lives and reels and photo shoots and content and motherhood and jobs and selling real estate like in the States and getting our house in order. And I just, maybe most of the people you see doing it don't have 4 kids. That could be it. But lately I've been hard on myself. I feel a little like that every area is just a little stretched thin. So that was my meltdown earlier. I hope this sink does not cause anything to bubble up. I'm barely gonna use any water. We're washing our face. I have no makeup on. I'm not gonna pre-cleanse today. But typically if I have makeup on, I use Erase Pre-Cleanser. I haven't even told you the sales. Pomifera has 99-cent shipping. If you've been wanting anything from Pomifera, they dropped it for Labor Day weekend and it started now. So we are still in Puerto Rico. We have loved everything about Puerto Rico except recently this septic tank, which that could happen anywhere, but this one's really getting on my nerves. And I don't even think it's a septic tank problem. I'm like, we have to figure out like what is causing the issue. Today he was like, it's your pool runoff. And then they had said it was the runoff from rainwater from our roof. We got all the pipes redone for that. Nope, that didn't fix the problem. Then today he was like, it's probably your pool fountain. Like, you don't know what it is, dude. Like, he just doesn't. Bless his heart. He's probably a really great guy. So he was like, you just need to replace your whole septic tank. He was like, your pipe is only 3 feet down. It should be 10 feet down. So you're losing a lot. And I'm like, I don't know, a lot of the things were contradicting. Anyways, it doesn't matter because we had it pumped and then it's still overflowing. But, so part of the house does not overflow. Thank God. It's just our bathroom. The hall bath and shower doesn't overflow. The girls' bathroom, Christian's bathroom, not overflowing. So we can shower over there. That's promising. Could be the whole house. So anyways. So I got my massage today and that was so great because after I'd had my little mini meltdown, Adam had already booked it earlier that morning not knowing that I was having a little mini meltdown. And then when they came, it was like perfect timing. I was like, oh, here, I've been a baby all day. And then like in my head and like, you know, meltdown city. And then I'm like, so I'm switching, light switch to gratitude. So what are 3 things you're grateful for? Drop it below. I am grateful that my ear infection is going away. I am grateful that I have a husband and a family that loves me. I'm grateful that we will figure out this problem. I'm grateful it is 99-cent shipping weekend. Adam's reading a new book. I believe it's called The Power of Now. He got the Audible. He was like, you have to read this book. It's the best book. And so basically it's that your mind is overworking and that the past is not real, the future is not real, and that all you need to worry about is like being present in this very moment and how that affects your life. And he's been reading this and he's like, this is one of the most life-changing books I've ever read. I haven't read it yet, so I'm not sure, but from what he says it is. But so as this is going on today, he's like, what is your true present? Like, you love your job, you love your kids, we're all healthy. Like, our true present is so good. So your brain just needs to stop overworking and stressing you out because it's just trying to like solve problems. And you just need to say, that's interesting, and just like move on. Ooh, here we go, we've got some coming in. Okay, Sarah Jane, you're in septic and well and always have issues. Bless your heart, totally understand. It makes you crazy, it really does. It's just, I hate cleaning up poop. And to be honest, I haven't really cleaned up a lot of it. Adam has, and I've just been washing everything, so I'm kind of complaining. But my shower was full of gross water, and that's gross. It's just gross. Make sure I'll stink. You have to like air it out. It's just gross. But anyways, grateful the other ones are working. Okay. Ooh, girl, claim it. Look at that. RL Golden, she said, oh, I made confetti go off. That's how powerful this is. She said, my good skin. I love it when people confidently just own something. Like, that to me is so magnetic. I love it when someone can own something great about themselves. I want each of you to post something that, like, no shame, no embarrassment, something that you are like, I love this. You love your legs? Say it. You're a good mom? Say it. You're a good friend? Like, no shame. Drop it. Something good. Something that, and that you might feel, ugh, I never like brag on myself, or we're kind of taught to be small. I love that. Your good skin, your best friend being on TV today because he does good in the world and the ocean. I absolutely love that. Sherry says, I love that you share your life with us. I appreciate you. That's really nice. I love that I share my life too. Oh, Linda, grateful for salvation, for my kids, my grandkids, my health. Ooh, Tanya, fall is around the corner. What am I cleaning my ears with? Claire's, no, Lovisa piercing solution. I don't even know what's in it. Benzoyl chlorine, I think it's some sort of peroxide. It's just because I've had an ear infection from a mall piercing. Probably won't do that again. And to only be influenced if you, I recommend tattoo shop or someone who actually does piercings, and getting it done at a good place. Ooh, I've got to get my butt back to eating healthier again. Candy will now quit calling my name. Yes. Okay. I will look up I'll ask him. We're going to migrate to my office because we're going to do the rest of our skincare there. I have gotten a lot of questions lately about what to do for dark spots, so I was going to hit on that. Let's do it. Follow me. I don't know where the book is. I'll ask him. Veda is still awake, by the way, so. Oh, it's the dog. Hey, you scared me. Come on. You want to come with me? Come on. You're such a good dog. I was talking to my banana tree this week. Do you guys talk to your plants? I have a banana tree in my backyard. It's growing the cutest small little leaf. And I proceeded to, all within like 5 minutes of alone time with myself. Oh, bummer. I hope that didn't break. Hang on, let me turn the light on. I was talking to my banana tree, and I was like, you are the cutest. You are doing such a good job. Look at your little leaves, and you're so strong. And look, it's coming up like so curly and cute. Anyways, I found myself like just talking to like, they're so cute and they're so beautiful, and I really love plants. I've always loved plants, but anyways, so not paying attention. I'm like talking to my plants. And then I get inside the house and I talk to my dog the same way. I'm like, you are the best dog in the whole world. You're just so cute. Like, God blessed me with you, and you're just the best dog. And I'm like, I have to be careful because I'll be on a live like this and start talking to the dog, like full on conversation. Like, if they want to play ball, I'll talk any other plant people. Okay, Guadalupe, I'm a great caregiver for my husband with dementia. I am so proud of you. Betty, I'm a good friend to many. These are gonna make me cry. I feel like we often do not say good things about ourselves, or we can be so hard about things we dislike about our body or what we think we should be doing better. And it is just so powerful to like write, like, you are good at this. Ooh, Andrea, I have great shoulders and collarbones. Yes, this is fun. Kristen, I'm a mom of 3, work full-time and full-time for my master's. You are a boss. Margot is a great mom and Mimi. Barb is an awesome grandma. Sherry is a good grandma and a kind person. Brenda is grateful that she is saved by grace. Kimberly says, I have 22-year-old twins. Bless your soul, I cannot even imagine. And you always feel guilty bragging to others, but they are two of the most amazing souls. Anyone who knows them knows that they are most. Show potty. Hang on. 1 second. Hey, Adam, I'm gonna lie with you here. Thanks. It's coming. I'm a good mom. Sorry, friends. I am a good wife and hug dog mom. I am a super duper grandma. Tina, I'm thankful for my precious great grandchildren. Mandy is a great math teacher. Nancy is kind and is a great grandmother. Andrea is a great mom, teacher, and believer of all things fall. Bring on the pumpkin spice. Guadalupe, I have great skin. Julie loves her eyes. Kimberly says, I feel guilty already. It's so hard. I went on a brand trip a while back. I was teaching at a training, and there was this thing of M&Ms in the middle. Everybody took a color, and then depending on what color you got, you had to do something. So, like, say you got yellow, you had to say your celebrity crush. Say you got red, you had to say something you're good at. It's, you know, say you got brown, you had to do something else. Every color had something different. I got red, and it would say something you're good at. And as soon as I realized that's what red was, I swapped my M&M because I felt so uncomfortable to, like, say I was good at something. It made me feel so uncomfortable. It made me feel like I have no problem, like, bragging on everybody else and seeing the best in everybody, but I'm really working on being kind and gracious to myself. And I just think that it's something. And so I follow this girl who she was going through postpartum. She has a newborn and she's got 3 other kids. And one day she got on and she was like, I'm just so proud of myself in this season. I know I could not be a better mother to my daughter, and I'm giving my kids everything I have, and I am just doing such a good job. Like, I'm so proud of myself. And I just, like, cried. I do not know this person in real life. And I just cried, and I was just so inspired by that, to be like, what if we loved ourselves well enough that we're like, I have been getting up early and getting my steps in, or I have been, you know, doing all these things, and be genuinely proud of ourselves. I'm out of that one, so I'm using the eyes on my face. It's a little less concentrated, but I need to put a new refill in. So you guys, drop it below. Donna, I'm gonna read them to you. Donna, you are a great grandmother and give to others. Christina, you are a great mom and wife and nurse, and I am so proud of you for going and getting your master's and doing all those things, because that is so hard, like, so hard. Nancy, it's hard to think of anything you're good at. I feel you. I feel hard on myself sometimes. Like, I feel like I am a great friend. I'm a loving friend. I'll name something that I am proud of myself as well. Carrie, you are kind and helpful to others. Linda, you are a good friend and you're blessed with great friends. And you are a great nana to your grandkids. I am so proud of you guys. Andy, you are a great listener. Deanna, you're a great listener. If I don't get to all these, they are going so fast. Holly, you are a great mother. Jill is grateful for her fur babies and her faith in God. And she still has a big heart even after all the hurt in her life. That is beautiful. And that is hard. Luella, you are an encourager and love big. Joy, you're very sweet. I think as she said, you're good at so many things. I feel like I try really hard at a lot of things, but sometimes you can just feel like, I don't know lately what's going on. I'm just feeling this, like, what I should or could be doing better at, or like that I'm giving everything all I've got, but then I'm still like coming up short. I don't know. I'm really trying. But we all have stuff that we're doing that with, right? Guys, I'm gonna take my hormone balance. I'm just gonna go ahead and take this because today's just been a hard day. This is why I struggled to go live earlier today. And I was like, I felt like I had pulled myself together to go tonight, but we're just gonna have a moment together tonight. I'm just an emotional human. I'm very empathetic and sensitive and loving and emotional. And I almost choked on that. And in a lot of spaces have been told, like, you are too much, too sensitive. And I have learned to actually love that part of myself because it makes me love people really well. And I love you guys really well. What an amazing group of women on here. So proud of themselves. And I think it is so good to just be proud of yourself and you own it. And if you can't think of anything you did good today, like, think of what was something did you go get gas in your car? Like, you were responsible. Did you go get groceries? Are you a good, like, meal planner? Are you, like, thoughtful? Are you good with your money? Are you good with your time? There are so many good things about you. And if you can't think of something good, send me your profile. I'll come up with something for you. Okay. Air's on, but it doesn't feel on. It's gotta be this sweatshirt and these lights. All right, jellyfish peptides already on my face from Pomifera. I used the eye one on my face, but you want to use, if you've never tried this, they have 99-cent shipping right now, but it's under the youth category from Pomifera. It's the Ageless Sculpting Wand. And this one's for your face and neck. I need to put a refill in mine because I'm out. But this one's for your eyes, and I use this all over because that's what I have right now. All right, I'm gonna keep going through this, and I will keep reading these while we do our skincare together. Vitamin C serum. This is also in the youth category. This one's a little more expensive than the Brighten. Brighten is in like the $30 price range, and it is a good vitamin C serum, but it will take a couple months to see results. You don't necessarily see results instantly with it, but it is a good product. Then they came out with this, and this is fabulous. You see results within a week, sometimes almost immediately. Like, every time I use it, it is amazing for evening out your skin tone, and it just makes your skin so plump. It is good for dark spots. This is the daytime, and then this one is the nighttime. This is the most powerful for dark spots and melasma, and I should have done this because it's nighttime, but I did this one. Just ignore me. I have a lot of thoughts in my head. This one would be if you have dark spots, what you want to use at night. It's the vitamin E and C serum, and it has raspberry seed oil and pomifera oil in it as well. And you want to use this as, like, I'll use this too. We're just gonna be really vitamin C. You want to do like the dot method with this. That's how you're gonna get enough out of it to do your whole face. So the dot method, if you've never tried it, if you ever put a little bit of stuff on your hands, put it on your forehead, and you're like, I don't have enough, you want to do the dot method, which is put a little bit all over, and then you're gonna have enough for your whole face. Okay, instead of like putting all of it in just one spot. So this is what I would recommend for dark. I don't have dark spots anymore, but I used to. I used to have several here and several, and I had some dark scarring. I used to have some chickenpox scars. Honestly, Pomifera has just like completely transformed my skin, and it's worth a try. It has a money back guarantee, but it's so good. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading these. But yes, this one does last a lot longer than Brighton. It's pricier, but it is better. So, okay, I'm gonna go back because, and I'm sorry, I'm like snotting, I'm crying. It makes me feel so good that like, how often can you say that you have like out loud ever told somebody something you're good at? We are just taught so often, like, don't brag about yourself, be humble, and all these things, and pick yourself apart on how many ways you are not as good as other people. And you are great. You are great, and you are great at many things. And truths, if you can't think of anything good about yourself, then I want you to speak like biblical truths. Like, I am created in the image of God. Like, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am loved by the Most High God. Like, I list off the fruits of the Spirit. Like, I have peace, I have patience, I have joy, I have self-control. If you don't have those things, ask the Lord to give them to you. Like, if you can't think of anything about yourself, just start with biblical truths. And it's so powerful. Tony says I look like a teenager tonight. I had someone think my son and I were dating this week. He's almost 17. And I was like, no. Like, no, that's not my boyfriend. That is my son. I was at the mall. Like, you guys are so cute together. We should be. We look just like, he's my child. They're like, you don't look old enough to have a child. I'm like, I have 4. Aw, Monica says her husband is extremely sensitive and it's what draws her to him. It's beautiful to be that way. Stacy, that is great to mention. I'm recuperating from a serious illness. I had E. coli and Shiga toxin. I was in the hospital for about a week, and it has taken me longer to bounce back. And I think it has just put a lot of pressure. Like, I just have not gotten nearly as much done as I've needed to get done for work. And a lot of it is like, it's my own fault. I haven't done it. I've just been tired. Like, I've been so exhausted that it has just taken me a long time to like do anything. Like, clean up the house or like get ready or any of it. But yes, I need to just have a little more grace on myself, because I would have grace with other people. Okay. Okay, Brittany said, I recently moved for a job. I'm going through the comments. We're just going to read the comments together tonight. This might be a little bit of a weird live. We're just going to hang. It's more of a hangout live than a product live. I'll go over the products I used, but we're just going to hang out. Is that okay with anybody? Okay, she said she recently moved for a job. Moved my little girl just for a job, and you feel so guilty. But God is working, and thankful. Oh, so you know what? It is okay, and it is even totally okay to move just for a job. If you move just to be closer to like your local mall, that'd be maybe a little weird. Maybe not. Maybe, you know, but you move for a job to probably make her life even better. And you are a great mom. And I just pray God puts like amazing kingdom connections in your life, and that brings your baby girl so many friends, and that this will be one of the best seasons she's ever had. Because God can do that. Ooh, Shonda's getting stuff done. She said she bleached and hosed out her garbage and recycling totes today. You go, girl. Yes. Hashtag goals. Pat says, tell yourself you are enough, because trying to reach something you feel you aren't reaching is what is stopping you from feeling you are doing in your life. You already are. You reach us and help us along our journey to greatness, and love is greatness. It's enough to reach others. You're so sweet. Thank you so much, Pat. Okay, Leslie is going back and finishing high school. I'm so proud of you. Tammy got her nails done after years. Great job taking care of herself. Peggy is very good at encouraging others, but hard on herself sometimes. I feel ya. But I'm gonna work on not being hard on myself. I announced yesterday, he said he's been reading this book. I need to find out the name of it. I gotta read this book because apparently it is just doing life-changing work in Adam's life. And he said, our house is a judge-free zone. Like, it is a loving, judge-free zone. You did something wrong, judge-free. You didn't get something done you're supposed to, judge-free. You, like, whatever it is, judge-free zone. We live in a judge-free zone. We are not hard on ourselves. We need a nap, judge-free. Like, whatever it is, judge-free zone. And I was like, I don't know if I know how to live in a judge-free zone, like, to myself. I don't judge other people, actually. I mean, you could be doing anything weird, and I'm like, not a very judgmental person. I do judge myself, where I'm like, I should not have taken that nap, even though I'm like exhausted because I was up with a baby. But judge-free zone, you're allowed to take the nap because we're a judge-free zone. And you are an encourager and empathetic to others. That is so beautiful. Okay, Nancy, if Nancy has some stuff going on with her skin, if you will send me a personal message, I can't message you because Facebook doesn't allow me, but for like back and forth, I can only send, like I can send a text with links, but unless you message me, I can't message you. I don't know if that makes sense. But Nancy, if you message me, I can work out a plan to help with your dryness and flaky skin and try and help you with your breakouts and what would be best for you. Yes, Joy, the dot method is so good. And it's often, because if you used this up here and you're like, well, I don't have enough, I'll use a second one. Well, this is very powerful. It really is. It's got like retinol tech properties, and it is a little bit acidic. It has vitamin C in it, you know, and if you, so say you use 2 on your face, it's too powerful. You'll end up with like, kind of burns your face if you get too much of something, right? And so you only need to use 1 of them. So the dot method's gonna fix that. And it is listed, everything I used tonight, I've kind of transitioned. When I got started with Palmifera, I used the Danger Game Changer collection. And then over time, like I still use the face wash from there and the Erase Cleanser. But over time, I have really drawn to love. They're a little more expensive, but they just work incredibly well for the youth category of products. So, all right, another thing that is really good for so many things: age spots, sunspots, skin damage, hyperpigmentation, deep wrinkles, emerging wrinkles, and fine lines. It is Palmifera Rose Oil. Also is amazing for warts, skin tags. Again, kind of the same thing, a little bit everywhere. But this is fabulous, and it makes you look a little greasy. I don't put this on under my makeup because you're going to be incredibly hydrated. But I do love to wear this at night, and your skin will feel, it will like thank you in the morning. Your skin will be so moist, so hydrated. Donna, I am so proud of you. Colleen says, I refuse to apologize for being sensitive anymore. It is a badge of honor to be able to feel and to feel for others. I love that. I also think part of my, it's not a problem, part of my being is I also feel what others are feeling. Does anybody else do that? Like, that's why I can't watch sad movies, scary movies. It even translates into like television, or like messages, or just all the things. I like genuinely, not like, oh, I feel sorry for them. Like, I feel as if I'm going through what they're going through, or how heartbroken. Like, I can't read stories about things that happen to people. It is insane, and it's only gotten stronger the older I've gotten. And I have 2 other kids that are really, really empathetic. Like, Peggy, we're in this together. You are I just pray. I pray right now that every person knows like just how amazing that they are, and that they can walk proudly in that, how they're created, who they're created to be, and all their unique things, because there are so many people on here who've been so hard on themselves for so long. And I just pray that you see yourself the way God sees you. And every time you look in the mirror, every time you see a picture of yourself, every time you think about yourself, that you think of how God sees you, because it is beautiful. You've been looking for me for 3 days? I'm here. Hello. I did a live, I think yesterday. But if you go back on my page, you can see any of them. That baby is just not happy. Adam's going to get her. Has this ever happened? I think she's overly tired. So she's started at school and she does not want to get up every morning. And then she's super tired and a little whiny when she gets home from school. And then we try putting her down at like her normal time, like 8:30, and it is just taking forever. And she is just like fighting going to sleep. But okay, Carol, you give compliments to strangers. It's so beautiful. I also want to just start living in a way that, like, not assuming people think, like, you know, you see somebody, you're like, she has a beautiful smile, or like, oh my gosh, that haircut looks so great on her, or love her outfit, or like your laugh just lights up a room. I do not want to just assume someone knows that about themselves, or maybe they've been told 1,000 times, like, your eyes are beautiful. I don't care. I want to tell them. If they're my Starbucks barista, if they are my cashier at the Supermax, if they are like just whoever it is, if you see something beautiful about their soul, about how they look, any of it, I just like want to be somebody who's like, oh, during my day, I just want to encourage others of how lovely they are, like something I love about them, and boldly tell them, because what if they haven't heard that in a while? So if you see somebody that you're like, you can tell they put, I do try and do this to older, my grandmother always taught me, she was like, if you see an older woman that has worked on getting herself together, she said it is real. I was probably 20 when she told me this. I was probably 15. I don't think I had kids, but she said it is really hard when you get old to get ready. She's like, it's a lot of work. And if you see somebody who's older and they have gotten ready, you better tell them they look cute that day. Like, if you notice it, you tell them they look cute. And so ever since I was really young, I've always done that. And then after I had kids, I recognize like pregnant women that have gotten themselves together, because mercy, it is hard to get ready if you were pregnant and exhausting. And it's like, it took a lot of work. And so I try and go out of my way, but I'm like, if they don't have to be older or pregnant, I just want to go out of my way to be like, I love this about you. And you just have such, whatever it is. Melissa already has her house decorated for fall. Also, I just love how you guys are loving on each other in the comments. Like, Lisa is proud of herself for investing in herself. After giving so much to her girls during her younger years, she takes her products every day, she goes to the gym, she does her skincare. I am proud of you. I am so proud of you, Lisa. Sonia loves this community. Positive vibes, always encouraging and supportive. I am so grateful that this has ended up being like a safe place and a great community for all of us. Not just for myself, like selfishly, I'm so glad I have all of you guys, but it has been a place that like people have gotten to meet and do things that's really beautiful. Tina, 15,000 steps in today, girl. Good job. Shannon got her Palma Fearing You this week. Thank you for shopping. Oh, Michelle, she says, I'm trying not to be hard on myself because I'm pregnant, and every single time I've gotten up to do something, it causes me to start having contractions. Just lay there. It'll all still be there. You just take it easy and don't feel bad at all. Annette has conversations with her dogs. I completely relate. Okay. I also love this tonight, Kathy. I feel like this is so great. I'm just so proud of you guys. Ooh, Kimberly said she just started using Pomifera and she loves it. Thank you. I'm loving the short hair, Pam. If you have ever thought about doing short hair, I highly recommend it. It has been the easiest for, I think if you're postpartum or if you're going through depression, it would also be really good because it doesn't just get disgusting, which when my hair was longer, like sometimes you go through like harder times than others and it's just hard. Okay, how often do you put the rose oil on? Every night? Yes, every night. I absolutely love it. And I'll come in closer. I have no filter on. I've been a little snotty, a little crying, so if my face has a little redness, but I'll let you see kind of like, I mean, it's tight. I do have, I mean, you can tell I don't have Botox. Like I have full movement in my face, but I don't have any like deep defined wrinkles anymore. Even my crow's feet, if I do that, you can see them, but used to I had like all the time crow's feet. I don't. Same thing here. Used to have like permanent laugh lines, permanent across my forehead. It's just, I'm 36, in case you're new to following me, and I feel like my skin looks better now than it did 10 years ago. Alicia, is that Beta? That is Beta. Did you hear her screaming? She wants a passy for her baby. Passy. I don't let her sleep with the passy because Veda likes to use the passy for herself and not her baby, and I am terrified she's going to choke on it. Adam's in there with her, so maybe she needs to go to bed earlier. Maybe I could try putting her, I've been trying to put her to bed at like 8 or 8:30, so maybe like, yeah, tonight was like 8:30, so maybe I should try a little earlier. Ooh, Laura says, as a Starbucks partner, I do appreciate compliments. Okay, I'm just going, there are a lot of comments tonight. Sorry if I'm taking too much time. My grandma was a smart woman, Sharon. I just miss her so much. I spent a lot of time, my parents had me when they were in high school. And so they were still kind of growing up some when I was born, and I spent a lot of time with my grandparents. And I had a room at my grandparents' house. I spent a lot, just my favorite memories were there, and I have no doubt I was my grandparents' favorite people. But I definitely learned a lot about everything, like kind of from them. Not that I didn't learn from my parents too, but I spent a lot of my character shaping was from my grandparents. Oh, Stephanie donated blood today. Look at you being a good human. You would love to do a meet and greet. I honestly would love to do a meet and greet. I just would feel so weird. Have you ever seen those people? I saw a girl once, she had a meet and greet, and you're like, well, and she had people show up, but I just have this like feeling like, what if I ever did a meet and greet and what if no one came? I would just be like, well, here's a meet and greet, and like, I don't feel cool enough to have a meet and greet. But if you're ever in Puerto Rico, I have met up with people to have coffee, or when I lived in Tennessee, like Adam and I have met up with just people who have loved us and followed us for years, and or like one day I wanted to do, like, I went thrifting with a group of people or different things. When I used to do Unique, I would meet people on trips, but that would be really fun. Oh, Andrea has moved from a bad relationship and she's living a fuller and happier life. I'm so proud of you because that is hard. It is really hard to leave toxic relationships, and it is really scary. I'm glad you're getting through it. Okay. When are we doing vision boards? We should do them sometime soon. I think that I was gonna do a vision board night, and I had a girl send me a message saying that who do I think I am? That I think that I'm a little God, and that I'm like doing new age stuff and being a false prophet and like all these things that I don't feel like I was trying to be at all by saying that I love doing a vision board. I love like putting it out there to God, literally. These are the desires of my heart. And but I have seen almost all the things on my vision board happen, and that's things for myself, things for others. But I do think that when we put it out there, this is what we want. Our brain starts looking for ways to make those things happen. I also think that God, how can you expect God to give you the desires of your heart if you don't know what the desires of your heart are, you know? And certain things that used to be on my vision board are now newer things or different things, you know? But I do believe God is abundant, and he has every cattle on 1,000 hills. And if I was, like, if the Bible literally talks about, like, if we have good gifts for our children and we can give our kids good children, would we give them a snake if they were begging for bread? Or would we give them, you know, like bad gifts? And that God wants to give us good gifts, and that he has. So if you had a parent that could give you anything in the world, like, and could they give it to you so you could be a blessing to other people? I don't think it's all just about yourself. I think that it is like, be a good steward of what you've been given, and if God can trust you with a little, he can trust you with a lot. And I think that that's on you of whether or not you're a good steward of that. But if you are, I personally love vision board nights, but I never want to be like anti-Christian, and I don't ever, and that's why I didn't do a vision board night. We were going to do it a while back, but I just got this like, I don't know, it made me really uncomfortable, and I just did not want to in any way try and like lead anyone into some weird manifestation or anything. I completely believe that, like, if it is in God's will, it happens. If it isn't, it won't. But I do think that there's power in creating vision boards, because for that very reason, like, God, these are the things I'm praying for and seeking for and want to happen. Open up doors so that I can make these things happen, that I can break off generational curses and have future financial peace for future generations, like that my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren will be blessed. Like, and I do believe that there's a way that you can make a vision board, but believe and have faith for these are the things that you're wanting God to do in your life. And that if you don't know what you want God to do, like, don't expect it's going to happen if you weren't wanting it, you know, and you didn't know. So anyways, that's why I never did that. But I think that I feel really confident that it has been a beautiful thing in my life, and that hopefully I will just pray the Holy Spirit like leads me and guides me on it. But I think that they're great. I think that they can completely be used by God. So we can do that one day. William's over here trying to do for some weird Amazon group, banning him. Just if you ever see those comments, I am totally serious, Ellie. I felt horrible. I was literally crying. Because I think that's why it's so hard. My response back was, I'm sorry you feel that way about me. I think this is why you don't see a lot of influencers sharing their faith on the internet. Because it's like, you don't want to be picked apart, or the very thing that I want to use my platform to is to like bring the love of Jesus to people, and I never would want someone to feel like I was trying to be any of those things. And I think that's why there's a really hard line of feeling like sometimes not feeling qualified to share the gospel with others because you don't want to get it wrong, you know. And so this is the first time you've seen me live in over a year? Christy, it's because Facebook has done this thing, Instagram and Facebook both, where they are purging people who follow you. So anyone who is on this live right now, I also have a text notification. I send out a text every time I go live. So I have a text notification. I'm at 1%. Oh, bless. Run to the bedroom. I have a text notification, but be sure on your thing, be sure you're following me. So go to my Facebook page and be sure the following. It's so dark. Oh my gosh. I just need to find my phone. Sorry, Adam. Well, 1%. I just don't want to end it on a bad. What are you watching? It's probably something about gold or Alaska or fish. Anyways, all right, friends. That's close. So when you're at 1%, your phone goes like dim, and that's what happened. So, but anyways, if you're on Facebook or Instagram, be sure that you're following me, that you have your notifications turned on, and you can also sign up for our text notifications so you don't miss any lives. But that is often why what's happened. So be sure that you have those turned on, and if you have any friends that you think would like these videos, that you tell them about me. So anyways, I'm gonna hop off. The Beautiful You Sale was $10 off any order, and then the code Courtney Swan and a subscription gets you 25% off. If you don't want a subscription, you can just do my code for 15, but you can cancel the subscription at any time. So it just makes sense to do that, and you could cancel after if you needed to, but I love having it on subscription because I don't forget. So it makes like Trim Fit and collagen and those types of things like $40 right now. And then as far as skincare, it is 99-cent shipping all weekend. So if you've needed any skincare, I highly recommend Pomifera. It has been wonderful for my skin and for a ton of you, hundreds of you as well. So if you have questions on what you might need, you can send me a message. Adam says thousands of you. It really has been thousands of you loves Pomifera as well. So, all right, we're gonna hop off here. Yeah, say hi. Hello. That baby ever go to bed?
Yeah, she put her jacket on at 15 minutes.
She put her jacket on? Is she sleeping in a jacket tonight?
Yeah, she's laying on a jacket.
Laying on a jacket. I'm telling you, 3 is a whole... 3 is something. 3 is fun, but it is... And then it's a 4th kid, so you're like, okay, I guess you're sleeping in a jacket tonight. Okay. Like, we're gonna just lay on it all night. Perfect. So funny. All right, I love you guys. I had such a good time connecting, and I'm so proud of each of you, and I loved all of your comments about things you're proud of yourself, and I'm really proud of you too. And thanks for hanging out with me. I'll talk to you guys later. All the links are in the description of the video if you need one. And I hope you have a really, really great Labor Day weekend. So anyways, good night.